Hello, and we are back for another discussion in the museum. And today we're talking to David.
Yes, are we? What are we talking about?
What do you do this for? You threw your hands out like you were going to ask.
What am I doing?
You sitting there right now confusing matters.
Yeah, I am very confused.
Anyway,
she sneaks things up on me sometimes.
Yeah, because I don't always tell him what the discussion is. If I make up something or I come up with an idea, I just say, let's go downstairs. I got a question to ask.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
But we're going to ask David, what is his top 5? And it may be more than 5 knowing him, but I just said 5. It might be 10. It might be 20. Who knows? Top 5 rarest figures, items, plushies, pops. He got some records, cups, whatever. Top 5 rarest items. I'll just say items.
Oh my.
In his collection.
In the museum room.
Yeah.
All right, top 5 rarest things.
And first, just to say, so people understand, rare doesn't mean the most expensive thing in the collection.
That's an important point. I brought that up several times, talking about rarity, because rare doesn't necessarily equate to value in some cases, because I got some stuff that's really rare that nobody's really looking for it, so it may not go for a lot. And there's some stuff that's even not so rare that could carry a very high value. Because, like, for example, you can find a USS flag.
Yeah,
they're out there.
They're not rare.
It's still, it's rare, but not so rare that you couldn't get your hands on one.
Yeah.
If you could afford it.
Yeah, that's a key phrase.
Yeah, basically like that. Like, I can find a flag. I could run out and get a flag. I could find a complete one on eBay or at a convention. It wouldn't take too long to dig one up, but I'm going to pay for it. And that's the thing. So, in a manner of speaking, almost everything I have, you could put a rare label on. But what you want is stuff, I guess what you're asking for is stuff that's like stupid rare.
Yeah, I'm not talking about eBay rare, where you see...
if you hung on for a couple of months, it'll turn up.
Yeah.
Stupid rare, like if you went on eBay every day for 5 years, you might not see it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because it was something I showed you this week on eBay, and it had rare on it.
Everything on eBay says rare.
And it's a thing that's in the store right now, and they wanted $550. And it's like, that is not rare. It's at Walmart.
Yeah.
And it's not worth $500. It's worth $14.92.
Yeah. They love that. They love that word. It's an abused word.
And we've talked about that in another discussion. I don't know if it's up yet, but we've talked about that in another discussion. What does rare mean? But back to the topic at hand.
Back to the point. Well, we could go around and I could point a few things out that I know might be some things that you've seen before, but basically stuff that if you looked at it right now and said, "Ooh, I'd like to get that," you may be years looking for it. Years. Okay. Yeah, I can point a few things out if you want to follow me.
Hold on now, I got to take this camera off the stand.
All right.
So give me a minute. Hold on.
See what you did now.
Oh. Okay, I got it.
That's how you know this isn't scripted.
I know, right? We'll edit that part out.
Yeah, okay, Justice Curry. He says that like every video. I need to edit that out. He never does. He never does. Okay.
Okay. So rare.
I guess we could start right here. You said 5.
Well, whatever. This is rare.
I could start right up here. Okay. This is a piece I've had for a long time, and this is the HG Toys MASH medical kit, the official medical kit. And you see the original price on there, $2.99. And I actually had this kit as a child, and I found I found it in the early 90s again in an antique shop and grabbed it. And this one is factory sealed because you take that off and it's wrapped in the original cellophane. The scalpel's in there, it fell out. It's sitting in the bottom there.
Oh, yeah.
But this is something I had as a kid. And I saw it and I was like, yeah, I want that.
Yeah.
Don't you know, I've only, since I got this in 92, 93, I've only ever seen it for sale one other time.
I thought you bought that recently from Value Village.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
This has been sitting in here forever. What is wrong with you?
No, I thought we were in the Value Village one time, and it was a mash something another, and you bought
There was a model kit that I bought in a MASH model kit that we found in a Value Village a couple years back.
Oh, okay.
This is not it.
Oh, that ain't it.
This
okay.
is not a model kit of a truck.
Oh.
This is a MASH medical kit, little kid's toy kit, a little pouch with a belt loop, and you put all the stuff in there. I've only ever seen it for sale one time, and I look periodically just to get a reference, a point of reference. I couldn't possibly tell you what it's worth. I have no idea. But it was opened, complete with the box, played with, and it got quite a bit of money on eBay, and that was a few years ago. Haven't seen one since. I don't know how many of these exist, because this is, back when kids used to play with toys. We opened everything and played with it. So you may not see that again.
Okay.
Down here.
And one thing I noticed, keep looking for your next item, because I was looking for a couple of things, and then you don't find it. But then when one pops up for like a week or two, sometime even a month, they'll pop up and then they'll disappear.
Yeah, because
again.
sometimes when that happens, somebody noticed it for sale and they had one, and they said, "Oh, it gets that much," and they decided to sell it too.
Yeah.
So you get occasionally you can get like a domino effect like that with certain items.
A little boost.
Yeah, a little boost. And then when it dries up, you may not see it again for God knows how long. Now, product people, and this is the product people line, starting with the Starkist, going straight across, and then coming down here to the Campbell's Kids. And I could almost wrap up right here. These are actually fairly common. They're still rare, but there might actually be a set of these on eBay right now, as well as the Snap, Crackle, and Pop here. And oddly enough, you often find them in a set when they do come up. Maybe a couple of times a year, one of these sets will turn up. A couple of times, Green Giant or Starkist Charlie Tuna. These are dead common. You can, again, they're still rare, but there might be 3 or 4 sets up on eBay. That's still technically rare. And they don't go for much. If you wanted to start with product people, you should probably start here because they'll be the cheapest. Campbell made a ton of everything in the 70s.
Yeah, they did.
It was huge, and the interest has completely died in it. And you can find really old Campbell's collectible dolls and things dirt cheap.
You see them at Goodwill all the time.
We saw a bicentennial boy at the Goodwill, and loose complete. He's probably worth like $8-10. It's worth nothing. But Little Lulu is harder. Henry is much harder. You might see Little Lulu or Henry once in 2 years. And then there's the monster cereals, the General Mills, of which I'm missing one. I need one more to complete the entire collection of product people, and that's the Frankenberry. Now, Chocula and Frankenberry, they turn up every couple of years in this box. Often you see them loose. You will find these loose, especially Trix Rabbit, which I have one over there. I have a loose one sitting here, and he's just a little squeaky little kid's little tub toy, whatever. You can find these loose. In the boxes, no. They were also available directly from the company, General Mills, in a mailing box. So sometimes they also turn up in like a brown shipper box, not like this. Fruit Brute might turn up once in about 3 years or so. Booberry is very difficult. You might not see him for 5 or more years. And then the Trix Rabbit. In like about close to 15 years of trying to put this set together, the one I have is the only one I've ever seen for sale. And I check daily because I'm still looking for that Frankenberry. I had an opportunity at one, but I couldn't bid high enough. These sell for crazy money, some of them. But the Trix Rabbit, the only other examples I've ever seen, twice in someone else's private collection, still in the box. So I mean, you're talking like one available for sale in 15 years.
Wow.
That's insane. The Knickerbocker Sesame Street, which I actually did a showcase of because people saw it in a museum tour and were like, hey, can you tell me more about those? And I did a showcase a couple of months back. These were all from the same collector. I bought them from the same person because you see the price tags all match up. And that is the complete set of the Sesame Street Play With Me figures by Knickerbocker. And it is a 12th scale action figure with mixed media, and these are just really cool. There's the set pictured on the back. They were made in 1981, and usually if you do find any of these, they are loose and naked because their clothes come off.
I have a couple of them on the card by Knickerbocker.
Yeah, and she's got the dolls. They're like little stuffed animals, and those are really crazy to find too. Still sealed. Any of this kind of Sesame Street Knickerbocker stuff, especially the figures, are very difficult to find. But again, not a huge demand, so not too many people looking for them.
So they're not that expensive.
Yeah, they're not too expensive. You're not gonna, if you came across a set of these, I don't think you'd break the bank to get them. But I mean, to find any of these still in the box, again, maybe 2-3 years you might be looking to find even one. I just got lucky that I came across somebody that had the whole set and needed to sell it.
Okay.
Now down here,
We're not looking at, the Fat Albert.
Take a look at the Fat Albert there. That is a Chemtoy Fat Albert on the card. It's probably, as far as rarity goes, that might be the only one you'll ever see. The figurines, and I've got them up here, they were sold by Chemtoy in like 1971 through 74, 75, loose in a countertop display box. And that's where I got some when I was a little kid. From Woolworths, they sell them like a quarter, 50 cents a piece out of a countertop display. Or they came on a card, like this one. The carded ones are almost impossible to find. The only examples outside of the one that I have that I've ever seen are in a private collection, and that guy only has 4 of them. And I've never, ever seen it for sale.
So all of the kids came on a card?
This is Tedro. This is from like 1980, 81, 82. These are from the Chemtoy, the original 70s Chemtoy, and they were sold on a card and loose in display boxes.
Okay.
Like, you know, you could just reach in and grab a handful. But you always find them loose. You don't find them carded. And like I said, you know, I've been looking for them carded forever, and I've never found them.
Okay.
I know. I don't know where to... Because, again, like I said, I'm trying to find examples that...
I know. I didn't give him time to think about it.
Examples that are, like, impossible. That people could spend forever trying to find them. Another one I've done a showcase on is the Woolworth Pirates up there. I did a showcase on those just recently. Somebody had asked. Those are made by Soma in the early to mid 80s for Woolworths. And if you look up Woolworth Pirate, you might find these figures loose, probably missing most or all of their soft goods, because you see he's wearing real clothing, and very likely with no weapons. But you're not going to find it on the card. It's extremely rare to find one with the card. Actually, there was a guy on Facebook a few weeks back. I think he had one of these on, I want to say one of these on a card that he was offering for sale. And again, not worth a fortune, if you will, but very difficult to come by. Again, you could spend years combing eBay to try to find those.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah. Actually, now you probably, if you're a Joe collector, especially a raw, you probably know what these are. And these are the 1989 micro figures. And these came on cards. Like you could buy an action figure and have one of these as a bonus. This set, however, is the 3rd annual convention exclusive package. And I have never seen one for sale. I've seen the figures loose for sale, and I've seen the carded figures that came with one, but I've never seen this kit for sale, ever. Not that it, you know, there might be one or two floating around, but I don't know what happened to all these kits, but I've still got mine sealed up. It's still in here. And let me see. Since I'm over here,
The trusty
is it
tote.
in this tote? Yeah, this is the kit. Little Star Trek history here. And I can't show all of this because of the way that it's done. This is a mailing box, and if you know anything about Star Trek, the motion picture, there was this scene where before they're about to take off, they have all of these people, and these are card sets. These are like personally done card sets. They had all these people that were standing in the room, and Kirk gives a speech to them. A lot of those extras were huge Star Trek fans that were brought in to be part of the movie. Okay,
nice.
yeah, it's very nice. And a lot of these people, some of them made their own costumes, and a lot went on. And one of the things that they did was make a kit with their own personalized card sets.
Oh, that's nice.
See? And there are, some of these people made these costumes, and they're like real photographs.
They're like cosplayers.
Yeah, basically you could say that they're like cosplayers, and these were the people that were standing around in that scene. That guy didn't try too hard.
He did nothing.
But you see the idea here.
Yeah.
And some of these are shrunk down professional like TV show cards. These are from the original Star Trek show. And there's movie cards, shots from the film. Like here, these are some pictures from the set. And these were like a gift to these people.
Oh, that's nice.
And this one, this is the insignia, and this is a handmade pin that was put on the jacket. And here's a copy of the original insignia from off the classic Star Trek uniform. And I've never seen this again. See, I think this might be the scene actually where he's addressing the crew. I've seen onesie twosies cards from this set for sale, but I've never seen the entire kit. Just, so you would have to like spend years and years on eBay flipping through and finding see, here's some older ones.
Yeah.
and finding maybe part of a card set here, part of a card set there. Maybe somebody's got the badge, and try to assemble it yourself over a period of God knows how long. And this set I found at a garage sale.
Oh, wow.
Like years ago. Like I said, I've never seen another one. And my son's tried to get this one from me before. Warren, you know, does the Nerdtastic Plastic at the toy shows. He's tried to get me to trade him this set before because he's like an old school Trek fan. I'm like, nope, not time for that yet. But he did get my reels though. I actually had Star Trek: The Next Generation film reels, the ones that go to the studio for the one, you know, the television studio reels, and he got that from me. But I still have this. And again, I have no idea what that would be worth.
Yeah.
You know, it's, who knows? There could be somebody who was part of this that doesn't have this set anymore.
Yeah.
That would pay a fortune for it. I have no idea. And I showed this another time. You've seen this. I mean, yeah, comic books, big deal. But there's one in particular I had shown. What did I do with it? It's that one. I talked about that before. The Ghost Rider Hopper Suit #1 Marvel 9.8. And this was a KB Toy Stores giveaway. They gave away on a Saturday to kids as part of like a Toy Biz promotion because they had a lot of Toy Biz exclusive action figures. And this is the only 9.8 of this comic that's in the CGC census.
Oh, okay.
There are no others with a grade that high. This is the only one.
You have it.
And I have it. It was mine. I'm the one that sent it to him.
So that's it?
I guess so. I mean, like I said, if you want to talk like crazy rare that you might be years looking for it, yeah. But I mean, a lot of this other stuff you could say is rare because, you know, you'd have a hard time putting together a set of Suckerman. You might be 6 months, a year looking for the glow-in-the-dark one. Pretty much most of it is rare.
Okay.
But those are the pieces, you know, off the top of my head. Yes, my clock. 1981. I had that clock when I was a kid. But those are the pieces that if you were trying to find them, you might be years and years and years looking for it.
Okay. Well, that's what I wanted to know. I
Yeah.
wanted people to see your rarest figures, items, you know, like you said, like we said, you had a lot of different stuff, comic books, cups and mugs and action figures and different things. So I just wanted people to see what are some of the rarest things that you have. So thank you so much for sharing and in allowing us to come down here in your museum and showing us what you have.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, I guess that's about it. And again, you know, I'll throw it out there. If you saw anything here that I have not done a showcase of that you're curious about, you can tell us in the comments section because we've taken requests for the showcases before. And I might can, if I haven't already, I might can do a video on that subject. So.
Okay. So until next time.
See you later.